All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Real Madrid versus Barcelona match reaction. First of all, let me start by stating that I was really happy that Bale started. However, once the match started to progress, I was kind of disappointed, and much to my chagrin, he did not perform that great. But anywho, let's delve into the game. The game was a lot slower today. It wasn't very exciting, not as exciting as the last one at least in the Copa del Rey. Let me start also by saying that Courtois was very good. All credits to him. I have to say that he did very good in this game. With the only exception with the first goal, I think Navas would have gotten a hand to it. You know, I have to give him some credit. I'll give credit to Courtois in most of the, especially in the game, but I have to admit that first goal, I think Navas would have gotten a hand to it, considering the agility and the kind of quickness that Navas has compared to the giant Courtois has, or the giant Belgian has. Kind of Courtois just kind of puts his arms, all across, and hopefully he gets it. Navas is kind of a reflex guy. His moves are a lot more calculated, but that's okay. I have to give credit to Courtois. I thought the whole attack today was very lackluster. There was no, involvement really from the attack. There was a disconnect in the attack in the midfield. Overall, it seemed disjuncted. It didn't seem like there was much going on. 11 touches from Bale in the first half and 13 from Benzema in the first half. So obviously there wasn't many, touches being done from them. They didn't seem to get involved in the game that much. And to be honest, from Benzema, I think it was just a tiredness, a fatigue issue. Benzema has played so much for us in the past few months, and I think it's normal that at this point he suffers from fatigue a little, and I think that was the case today. Two Clásicos in five days too. The whole team suffered really. I could see Benzema was tired. I saw Casemiro tired. I saw Vinicius tired, which is normal considering he just came from Brazil, and he has to play two games like this in 5 days. I mean, someone from coming from Brazil and has to play two Clásicos in 5 days. No easy feat, and Vinicius did pretty good considering that. Benzema, like I said, he looked a little tired, and like I said, I can't really put any blame on him. It's very very hard to keep up with all the fixtures, and stuff like that. And Gareth Bale, maybe the excuse maybe for him was that Bale's not a guy who's going to get really involved in the game. He's not a guy who makes things happen so much in these kinds of games, in the Clásicos and the derbies. It just doesn't seem to suit his game that much. Technical, fast games, it doesn't seem to suit him as much. And it's not to again, it's not to maybe bash him or anything like that, but that's just how he is. He's a moments player. He'll have his little moments here and there, and that's kind of how he's done it in a Real Madrid shirt. In all honesty, he's had his fair I would say his fair share of good games, but in these kinds of games he'll have more moments than anything else. The goal came from the 26th minute with the Rakitic chipped it past Courtois. Not very good. After that, when I saw that goal went in, I was like, yeah, we're not going to come back from that, and obviously we didn't. It just looked very solid. Barcelona, once they went 1-0 up, it just looked like the job was done. It just didn't look like we had any urgency, to be honest, and I think the whole team was fatigued. I think we should have made more changes, Solari should have done more changes. In hindsight, of course, it's always easier to say that, but I really think Solari could have done more. The only shot that I maybe saw that I think was, not bad was Vinicius when he took that first touch. The ball was kind of high and he got it to the ground. First touch was very very good. Took the shot and Ter Stegen kind of palmed it out. That's pretty much the only shot that I really saw today. Other than that, is not very great. Maybe towards the end we had a couple, but it never seemed like it was gonna come. And then Bale comes off with boos and whistles, which I guess it makes sense to some extent. He didn't have a good game, but he's I think what we expect from Bale, what we expect from Bale is for him to be another Ronaldo, and he's not exactly like that. He comes only in moments throughout the games. He's not a guy who's gonna get involved as much in the game as Ronaldo. Ronaldo, we know that he would. He was very good in these kinds of games, but Bale, it doesn't always suit him, and he just comes in moments. Anywho, he did get booed off and he got whistled. Let's see. Isco was cheered on when he came on. Great to see Isco getting a few minutes. However, I think his situation is going to remain the same. It's not gonna change for sure. And hopefully, in maybe in Isco's defense, is that Solari is probably not going to stay here for long after these two defeats. I really don't think we have a future under Solari. And it's not to say bad things about Solari, but it's just because, Solari is not a Zidane, or he's not a, one of the big coaches, you could say Mourinho. He's just not that kind of coach. I think his ceiling is not there yet. I think I don't want to say he's reached the ceiling with us, but I don't think we're going to progress much more under him than we are doing at the moment. Obviously, I think he's done fantastic things to Real Madrid, in part bringing in the youth quite a bit. Reguilon, you have Dani Ceballos, you have Valverde, you have Vinicius, of course. Jesus Vallejo, you could say Jesus Vallejo to some extent. I know he's bringing him up quite a bit. Llorente is one of those players also. So he definitely re-galvanized the team to a large extent, but the team does obviously need more work, and it's hard to blame anyone in this. It's just the team just needs work, and that's only what it is. And the youth, obviously being young, they'll need to get experience, and we'll just have to be patient in all of this. And I think that's only normal. But after these two defeats, I don't think Solari will be our long-term manager, and I think he's done a fantastic job, but I think his ceiling is pretty much reached, and I don't think we will progress a lot more than what we're doing at the moment. So that's all I have to say for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and drop a comment. Just let me know what you think about the whole game. Let me know your thoughts on it, because like I said, this is just my opinion. I do want to know other people's opinions, what they think about it. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are. Thanks.